Welcome back to the Poker Heaven European Cash Game. A great lineup of players, currently seven-handed, players from across Europe, one from the United States. And there's a familiar face to poker followers, Andy Black, known for his tournament prowess, showing off his cash game. He's just bought an extra 10,000 euros, meaning that he's sitting with 22,500 euros in front of him. I make it we've got almost 200,000 euros on the table. And joining the fray is Jamie Brown, high-stakes online cash player, making one of his first TV appearances. I'm Nick Wealthall. With me is Gary Jones. Well, these players have been playing together for a little while now, and there's a good atmosphere around the table.
50.
That'll dry up if the big money goes in, of course.
100 to play.
I always think cash games have a little bit better banter between the players and that kind of thing.
450.
Yes, because quite often they're sitting there for a long time.
So it begins.
Cool.
Well, we've got a bit of an action here.
Yeah, Jamie Brown picks up the ladies, raises, and looks like he's going to get called in a couple of spots. Riku and Neil both calling him. 3 for the flop.
8.
Nice flop for a pair of queens. Most of the time, anyway.
Looks like Riku's going to try and find out where he is.
9.
It's probably not going to take long for him to find out he's behind. It really puts Neil in the middle a bit. Can't really make any kind of play on this without knowing about the man behind him. But of course, if he did make any kind of action in this pot, it would look that much stronger.
I think Jamie will assume he's got the best hand most of the time.
Cool.
He's just called.
Well, we haven't seen much slow playing today, much trapping, have we?
Not too much. And that's going to be a pretty scary card for the pair of queens. It's totally counterfeited Riku's hand.
Yeah, he knows the only way he's going to win this pot is by stabbing again.
17.
It's very early into Jamie Brown's day for him to start having to put this kind of money in with this hand.
He's got 8,500 behind, started this hand with 10,000 euros.
It's not so much this bet he's worried about.
Cool.
He's going to have to call a bet on the river, more than likely.
Well,
5.
okay, well that's probably a reassuring card for the pocket queens.
There's even less cards out that could be out there that are going to have him beat.
Check.
And Riku's probably sensibly decided to give this one up.
Yeah, when you're playing the board, you're not in the strongest possible position, and probably figures Jamie Brown's not calling twice with ace-king.
Or 6.
Big bet on the river from Jamie Brown.
Pass.
Obviously, Riku can't do anything, and
Folded a full house.
Jamie will get off to a nice start in our cash game.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's not a bad first hand.
Eric Liu and Albert Iverson are our big winners so far. Jamie Brown, new to the table, is in profit. The only other player in profit, Andy Black. Riku and Bambus looking to reverse some heavy losses so far, but it can all change. This is no limit hold'em.
50.
Action is on
Cool.
Bambus. He's
Cool.
going to limp in with this small pocket pair.
Andy Black's going to join him.
Pass.
Andy Black's dominated by Bambus.
300.
Well, Eric with the door Brunson,
Cool.
the 10-2, putting the pressure on. He likes to do that in position. We've seen this already in our game.
Yeah, he's just generally taking
6,
control of the
3,
pot.
9.
Means it's more likely everyone's going to check to him, and if no one catches, he's probably going to pick up the pot. What he didn't count on
650.
was a little bit of creativity from Andy Black. Just a cut shot for him, but that's enough for him to have a quick pop at this pot.
Pass.
It's got through one player.
Well, Bambos thinks he might be good. The problem he's got is he's got to play the rest of the hand out of position. And
You can choose one.
What do you choose that one for?
The bad one to choose.
It was obvious the other
You
one
don't
was
choose
the
the
one.
wrong one.
Choose the wrong one.
What is the other one? Deuce?
well, that's good for Andy Black's image because
No one else.
he really needed his image loosening. Has Peter Eastgate impressed you with his play?
Yeah, I've been very impressed with,
100
well,
strike.
everyone in shot, in fact. Albert Iverson, Peter Eastgate and Eric Liu have all played very, very good today. Especially this guy.
350.
Him and
Yep.
Eric Liu have really been the ones that have shined for me. A couple of
Pass.
fantastic calls by Albert.
Well, Jamie has sevens
Cool.
on the button. Just going to flat call Albert's opening raise. The blinds get out of the way and we're head up to the flop.
A couple of flops could get these boys involved.
Ace, 5, ace.
That's not the kind of flop either of them were hoping for.
Five, 7, 5.
Well, Jamie might call this.
Cool.
Well, you read it right.
Well,
He's
it's
got
seven.
position. He's going to hope that
King.
his opponent switches off.
The problem is, as we've seen, Albert's capable of
Check.
betting again
I think
with
he,
worse.
Check.
well, I think that was an opportunity lost there from Jamie.
5.
He's going to have to bet it at some point.
I was going to ask if you thought Albert might check here to try and get Jamie to bet worse, but he's decided he can get paid.
1250.
It's an really unusual bet. The only hands he can get called with that he can beat are 8s, 7s and 6s.
Well, unless he's busy reading Jamie Brown's soul here.
Cool.
9s.
9s are good. That's an amazing value bet there from Albert.
Yeah, you can only see that as a great bet. Not many people would have been able to extract more money there, and
6, 5.
And the thing that's interesting is the way he's actually said the 9s, it's as if they're good. So he's definitely done it as a value bet. Read his customer absolutely perfectly. Very good play there by Albert.
join us after the break for more action from the European cash game.